When was the last time someone told you, "You're such a nice person"? Sounds like a compliment, right? But what if I told you that being too nice can quietly destroy your confidence, your energy, and even your identity? Yeah, that same kindness everyone praises you for can actually turn into a trap. Here's the truth. Kindness is powerful. It connects people. It builds trust. But when kindness crosses the line into people-pleasing, it stops being a strength and starts becoming a weakness. And that's the trap nobody warns you about. Think about it. How many times have you said yes when you wanted to say no? How many times have you dropped your own priorities just to help someone else? In the moment, it feels noble. But afterward, you feel drained. You feel invisible. And slowly, without realizing, you start living for other people's approval instead of your own growth. So why does this matter? Because every time you give away your energy without boundaries, you lose a little piece of yourself. And over time, those pieces add up until you don't even recognize who you are anymore. Let's break this down. First, kindness without boundaries teaches people how to treat you. If you always say yes, if you always give without limits, people stop seeing your generosity as a gift. They see it as your duty. Suddenly, it's expected. And when you finally say no, they act shocked, maybe even offended. But that's not on them. It's on you, because you trained them to believe your time and energy had no limits. Here's a simple example. Imagine you always help a coworker finish their tasks. At first, they are grateful. But over time, they stop even asking politely. They just drop the work on your desk because you'll handle it. Your kindness turned into their habit, and now you feel trapped. Second, kindness can be used as a mask. Sometimes, we overgive because deep down, we're scared of rejection. We think, if I'm nice enough, they'll like me. If I never say no, they won't leave me. But that's not love or respect. That's fear. And fear-driven kindness doesn't build real connections. It builds one-sided relationships where you keep giving and giving, hoping for scraps of appreciation in return. Let me ask you this. Do people value you for who you are, or for what you give them? If you stop giving tomorrow, will they still be around? That question hurts, but it reveals the truth. Third, kindness without self-respect kills your growth. Every hour you spend rescuing someone else is an hour you could have invested in your goals, your health, your future. Think about it. How many dreams have you delayed because you were too busy fixing other people's problems? How many times have you told yourself, "I'll do it later," only to realize later never comes? It's not selfish to protect your time. It's not selfish to put yourself first. In fact, the more you respect your own boundaries, the more valuable your kindness becomes. Why? Because it's given from strength, not from weakness. It's given by choice, not by guilt. And finally, kindness without awareness makes you easy to manipulate. There are people out there who sense it instantly. They see that you can't say no, and they use it. They'll flatter you, guilt-trip you, even play the victim, just to squeeze more out of you. And before you know it, you're stuck in toxic cycles, constantly giving but never growing. So what's the solution? Do you stop being kind? Absolutely not. The world needs kindness. But here's the shift. Kindness must be backed by boundaries. You can say no and still be kind. You can put yourself first and still care for others. You can give, but not at the cost of your own soul. Real kindness isn't about being liked. It's about being authentic. It's about giving when it aligns with your values, not when it drains your spirit. Because when you respect yourself, your kindness gains power. People notice the difference. They see that your yes actually means something, because it comes from a place of strength. So here's the takeaway. Kindness is a gift, but only when it's given freely, not forced, not expected, not demanded. Protect your energy. Set boundaries. Say no without guilt. Because the more you honor yourself, the more meaningful your kindness becomes to others. If this hit home for you, I want you to do one thing. Reflect on the last week of your life. Where did your kindness feel genuine? And where did it feel like a trap? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if this video gave you a new perspective, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more psychology-based self-improvement. Because remember, kindness is powerful, but only when it doesn't cost you your power.